We're being told that steady progress was made, but there are still differences to be worked out. This coming from a source briefed on the matter, saying that the CIA Director Bill Byrnes leaving Doha on Saturday night. Now, we also understand from a diplomat who's close to these talks that the Israeli security chiefs also leaving on Saturday night, but they've left technical teams in place. Now, in the past, when technical teams have taken over, it's either to hammer out the details or it's to wait for some kind of a response from Hamas. We don't know which is the case on this particular occasion. But what we did hear from this diplomat was that there were some areas where there is still a difference of opinion, specifically on the entry of humanitarian aid into Gaza and also on Israeli military repositioning in Gaza. Now, we do know that Hamas has said previously during these negotiations that they want all of the Israeli military to leave the Gaza Strip when there is a temporary ceasefire in place, something which the Israeli government and military has said is simply not possible for them to do. So what we are hearing is steady progress, but there is a fair bit that still needs to be worked out. Now, we also know on Sunday that the Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant will be heading to the United States on the invitation of the US Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin. He'll also be meeting, we understand, with the US Secretary of State and also with the National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan. The topic, we're being told, is the hostages in Gaza, how to get those hostages out, and also how to make sure more humanitarian aid can get into Gaza, given the fact that the UN is still warning of an imminent famine in parts of the Gaza Strip. There will be a separate Israeli delegation that will go, and the Biden administration will try and convince them that there are alternatives to this major ground offensive in Rafah that the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says they will be carrying out shortly. Now, also, there was another tragedy in Gaza City at the Kuwait roundabout. This is an area where we know many desperate people are waiting for food. It's an area where some of the aid convoys come through, which is why people are congregating there, hoping to be able to get some food or water. Now, we hear from officials in Gaza that 19 people were killed and more than 20 injured. They say that the Israeli military opened fire on those people that were waiting for the aid convoys to come through. Now, as we often have in these cases, we have a very different narrative from the Israeli side. The military saying they are reviewing the incident, but they say that they were helping this convoy and the convoy was attacked and looted, and they did not open fire. So, as we often see, two very different narratives to what happened, but at the end of it all, there were many deaths and many desperate people still waiting for food and water. Paula Hancock's CNN, Doha, Qatar.